Okay, so what is up everyone, this is Kiran here, welcome back to Tech Kiran YouTube channel. If you're using a virtual device, Redmi Note 9s, Redmi Note 9 Pro, Redmi Note 9 Pro Max and Poco M2 Pro, we have a very good kind of custom ROM. A custom ROM which I'm using from past 3 days now basically. Tested battery backup, Geekbench score, Antutu score, CPU throttling test, a lot of things I've tested so far. This is a very good kind of custom ROM which right now I'm using it on my device. You already guessed it right, this is AEX AOSP extended. This one is based on Android version 11, talking about the AOSP extended 8.2 official version with the latest main security patch which is on our hands, and you can also install this on your device. Kernel version is Lightning Plus. The ROM seems to be very smooth. Basically I used it for some days, maybe 3 days approximately, so it's quite smooth. The battery backup seems to be decent enough. You also get all these features. First of all, Xiaomi parts which is included here. We have the Mi Sound Enhancer, Touch Boost, Xiaomi Dozed, enable disable fast charge, and some basic options available for you. Xiaomi parts is present, which is the first thing in customization section. Including that, if you move on to the security section, you also get the face lock and app locker pre-installed. Face lock is there, which is a very good thing, and app locker is also there. You get the Pixel launcher pre-installed, so yes, this is a very good thing. Moving on to other things, we have the sound related settings. Of course, the basic settings are available everywhere. In display section, you have the styles and wallpapers for theming if we want theming, display size, smallest width, etc. All these things are available here. Like this is a very good kind of custom in the terms of performance and features also. I am not saying it has a lot of features, but the features which are included looks quite good. Including that, let me just talk about one more thing. First of all, talking about the battery backup. As I previously mentioned, I tested it and I'm using it from past 3 days. The battery backup seems to be very good. I used it for my normal usage. Basically, you can say I used Telegram. I just played a simple normal game. I have 32% left from 80%, and we have this screen on time for more than 4 hours with a very good kind of standby time. As you can see, standby time is actually quite good, so that's why I included this build in my one of the best ROMs in the terms of battery backup. Moving on to one more thing, we have this default UI available, which is actually a little bit rounded, medium rounded UI. You can customize the icons and a lot more things. The default wallpaper seems to be very good. It just matches with your device and looks quite good. The icons look quite good. The default icons, these are available for you. AX paper, so yes, if you don't like the wallpaper, of course you have to customize it, and customization is not so bad. This wallpaper is the wallpaper which I liked a lot. Honestly, I like this a lot. AEX hashtag B extended looks quite good. The wallpaper seems to be very good. I have applied it on our device, and as you can see, this is how the wallpaper is looking like, and you can also use this wallpaper, and this is available in the AEX Papers app. Looks quite good. Now talk about the CPU throttling test. How is the CPU's performance basically? And as you can see, it's touching at 100%. Looks quite good. I'm not saying it's just one of the great ones, but it's still one of the great ones. Looks quite good. As you can see, it's touching at 100%. It is not bad in the terms of performance, and you can use it on your device. Also, if you talk about the thing is Widevine L1 status, the thing is you don't get the L1 here, so you'll not be able to stream Netflix and Amazon Prime in HD, so you need to keep this thing in your mind that L1 support is not here. GP, actually Geekbench score, which also matters a lot for some of the users. 545 is the single core score, 1622 is the multi-core score, which is a normal one. I also get this score in some other custom ROMs also. A daily driver ROM, this might be almost good things working here, just a little bit of issues here which you need to compromise if you're using custom ROM. And to the benchmark score 240441, which I also got in other custom ROMs also, so yes, it's also decent enough, but the real actual performance is what matters. Now last but not least, we also have Magisk related things. The safety status by default unfortunately is not passing. As you can see, it's showing you attestation failed, but it's very easy to pass, and you simply need to hide Magisk and reboot. I haven't opted for this option. As you can see, simply move on here. I didn't try to hide the Magisk yet. I was just checking that if by default the safety status is passing, but unfortunately it isn't. Now these are the things I just wanted to let you know. I hope you like this, and if you like this, don't forget to like and share this video. These are the apps which I tried and tested. I also tried this Butcher Gcam. If you don't know about this Gcam, you can comment below. I will try to show you, and I already made a video on that one too. I'll make sure to give you a video link so that you'll be able to install this Butcher Google camera mode on your device. This is all from today's video. I hope you like this. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air.